Welcome back to more Let's Play Cave Story Plus. Last time, we explored outside the island and managed to find a couple pretty great items, from the counter to Ma Pygnion, which we needed in order to help restore Curly Brace's memory. We also need to stop back here to drop off Mr. Little. I'm home! So yeah, once you drop him off, you can then talk to everybody again. Who are you?
Thank you for taking care of my wandering husband.
Oops, there we go. Home sweet home is the best. Wow, that's a beautiful sword there. How about we trade it for my splendid gun? Sure. Gave him the blade and obtained the Nemesis. So I talked about this all last time, but I figured let's show it off. So as you can see, it fires some pretty big and damaging bolts. This thing is a phenomenal weapon, so long as you don't level it up. Now, I like to keep the blade, and luckily for us, should you talk to Mr. Little again, did you like my splendid gun? No. Fine, you can have the sword back, but you must return my splendid gun right this moment. Give him back the Nemesis, and reobtain the blade. So, we'll keep that. Though the Nemesis is pretty good, like I said. Otherwise, I'll meet you guys back up at the plantation. Alright, now that we've made it back, let's save our game, shall we? There we go. That feels good. And let's properly explore the plantation now. Plus, we got the Ma Pygnion, so we can help Curly Brace with her memory issues. Thank goodness. Oh, Curly! We've got you a delicious mushroom.
Who are you?
You want to use the Ma Pygnion? Or Pygnon? Absolutely. Stuffed it into Curly's mouth.
Quote. Now I remember. Your name's Quote. You and I are, well, before a great number of us robots were sent to this island. We were sent by the countries of the surface. The purpose of the mission was the incredible slumbering power found on this floating island. And it was also about the demon crown. But you and I were different. We were sent on a mission to destroy that power. The island, it was in a mess when we landed. Ravaged by the robots, they murdered scores of poor little Mimiga. It's horrible. Finally, one man seized the demon crown. The robot's mission was complete, and the island fell totally silent. But that was simply the beginning of the tragedy. The man who was able to capture the crown turned the Mimiga into beasts. They began attacking the surface. I faced him and tried my best to defeat him. You were with me then. The crown bearer was surely injured by both our attacks that time. How about you? Can you recall something? Anything? I'm fine now. Don't worry about me. Oh, here. Please keep this.
And you obtained the Iron Bond.
Our memory is back. Well, that's not very exciting.
So yeah, the Iron Bond, your connection to Curly Brace, the only person you trust. You'll see each other again. So long as you have done everything correctly up to this point, obtaining the Iron Bond, as well as the Booster 2.0 and the counter, I believe, then you are on track to obtain the true ending of this game. With all those items in hand, you can now progress the rest of the game. However, as a fair warning, by doing this, what's to come is much more difficult. And the game anticipates this. They know what you're after. Also, if you fall in this little drain right here, it'll spit you right out back up here, which is super nice. I don't remember if there's actually anything down here, but I figure it's worth a look. So yeah, we've done quite a bit, admittedly. There's a lot going on, and ooh, look at this. Shiny item. However, as you might know, Those are death spikes. We don't really want to touch those. So maybe there's another way to get it? For now, we'll turn back and maybe see if we can find a save point? Careful with the spitting gunfish. Note, they can be used as steps. So yeah, if for some reason you were having a tough time getting across the water, you can step on the fish, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why, but hey, that's just how it is. So yeah, if you fall in the water, you should be able, yep, just use your booster and go right across them. It reads, do not enter. Also, it's locked. Well, fat lot of good that did us. So yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much for us this way right now, but we'll be back later. So, I suppose up and around we go. Oh man, I love the songs in this game. They're so good. It's even more impressive when you think that the original soundtrack was made by one dude. Like, the game and all. Oh, and hey, Mimiga. They don't seem like the talkative sorts. Well, that's a bit of a shame. So yeah, try as you might to talk to them, they won't talk with you. Kind of unfortunate, but who knows what they've been through, so can't say I blame them. Oh, the rest area. Hey there.
Yo, haven't we met somewhere before? It must have been at Mimiga Village. Which misery brought me here? I really dislike farming. I'll clear my head with some fishing for a little bit. Do you like to fish? If there's another chance, maybe I'll bump into you again.
So yeah, like we saw in the beginning of the game, he was fishing, and now he'll go back and fish some more, which is, I believe, how you get that item from the water. Otherwise, hey there. Not the talkative type, huh? How about you? No? Okay. Well, that's a bit of a shame. So, yeah. The Mimiga here aren't exactly talkative. Maybe there's a way to change that. For now, though, the most we can really do is just kind of keep exploring. This is a fairly large area, so it's worth giving it a once over. Heck, maybe even a twice over, depending on, you know, if you look well enough. Ow. No, I gotta admit, if I'm struggling with these guys, I'm really not gonna have a good time later. There we go. Admittedly, I'm really not the best with using the Booster 2.0, but I will say using an actual controller rather than a Nintendo 3DS D-pad is a lot better. Still, for climbing all the way up here, we get another life capsule, which increases our max life by 4. Very nice. We will always take a nice life increase. Jail number 2. Hey there.
The doctor can eat it. Let us out of here.
I think there was one other one.
Oh, you're a killer robot? You've come to kill us?
No.
There were a few humans in here as well, but I haven't seen them recently. I wonder if they escaped safely.
So you're the same one.
The Mimiga working the farm are being tricked by the doctor. He's planning on making us fight the killer robots from the surface.
Yeah, well, at least you know what's going on. Oh, come on, give me the last one. No. Oh, please. That or maybe the two of them say the same thing. Not totally sure. Still, you can break this open. Destination is unknown. Do you still wish to teleport? Sure. Guess let's see where it leads. And it brings you all the way back here to the shelter near the beginning of the game. This is quite the way back. Still, you can now teleport back and forth from here to the plantation. So if you don't like doing the giant climb up the island, this is an easy way to go back and forth. I probably should have waited to help Curly before we got that, but it's alright. No harm, no foul. Besides, if you've been following along, Curly probably and hopefully been a pretty big priority for you as well. She's kind of the secondary protagonist of the game and story. I mean, heck, you can even play the entire game as her. So, you know, I've kind of wanted to make sure to put a fair bit of emphasis on her. Plus, she's fun. Still, as you can see, this is a very large cave. I mean, hey, it's called Cave Story for a reason, right? Ah, jail number 1. It's Sue. Unfortunately, we can't get her attention. So, that's a bit of a shame. Whew. So, yeah. Ooh, there is a little door up there, though. Perhaps we can find our way in if I can actually platform correctly. If I can platform correctly. There we go. Whew. Ah, here's our way in. Sneaky, sneaky. Maybe? No? Yeah, it doesn't exactly work like that. Clearly, the game doesn't want you to go in there quite yet. So, even if you can make it up here, they don't want you to be up here, which is kind of interesting. Granted, the game was made, you know, at least mostly for the version 0.8 booster, so having the better one is kind of a big deal. Not to say the game wasn't, you know, made to accommodate you for the fact that you have this, just a lot of the earlier areas don't really care if you have it. You can, you know, do some things like that and get to places you're not quite supposed to be at yet. Still, that leaves a pretty big question. Where are we going, and what are we actually doing here? Obviously, our whole goal is to help and rescue the Mimiga, but, how do we do that? Well, there's this little door down here. See, there's a nice little secret passage. What's the password? Oh. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a password. Ugh. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot we can do there. So, maybe, our friend in here knows what to do? Hey again.
You don't need anything from this miserable man who happens to be stuck here.
Well, at least he's straightforward with it. So I guess back to the jail cell? I'll, meet you there. You know, I realized on the way back that we actually had that, Mimiga go out to, fish. So maybe let's go check on him. See what he's, what or if he's fished anything up for us. Hey there, guy.
Oh, it's you. I caught something strange. You can take it if you want. It's inside the bucket.
Peeked inside the bucket. Inspecting carefully, you see an item of some kind shining within. Obtained the teleporter room key. Well, that certainly sounds useful. I wonder if that's, what's over here. Well, I guess let's go take a look. Hey, it is. That's useful. Hey there. Interesting. Doesn't appear to be any secrets. Teleport to Arthur's house? Sure.
I found you, killer robot.
Oh.
Hey. Hey, you. Are you dead or something?
And for doing that, if you noticed, we received a letter. Hey there.
Oh, you're awake. I thought you were already dead. Sue would smack you and you wouldn't move an inch. This place is a jail. Those who oppose the doctor are locked up here to be used as test subject for his ongoing experiments. Sue said so. You're a friend of hers? You're a little bit too late. She was here as well. She worried about you so much. It was only a few minutes ago that she was carried off. Ugh. And, by the way, she snuck something in your pocket while she was taken away.
Which would explain the letter. Want to read it?
Yeah. Hey, it's me, Sue. I don't remember telling you anything about us. We came to the island as a research group. It was me, my mom, Kazuma, Professor Booster, and a few assistants. The doctor was with us too. He was supposed to take care of our medical needs, and did, I guess. But that all changed when he found the demon crown. That crown used to belong to the master of this island, and grants immense magical powers to the person who dons it. The doctor knew about it well before coming to the island. It's the reason he forced himself onto our group. After he grabbed hold of the crown, that was pretty much it. We couldn't do anything about it. The only thing we could do was continue the research of the island under his command. He seeks to rule the surface using the island as a flying fortress. From what I can tell, he plans on attacking the surface with the enraged Mimiga army. I was able to escape, however. The other researchers are probably... Of course, he's using the innocent Mimiga to grow a large quantity of the red flowers. And once he's ready to attack, he's gonna send the Mimiga into a state of insane rage by feeding them red flowers. With his powers from the crown, he'll control them, and me, too. You can get out of the jail. Please look for a hidden safe house somewhere within the plantation. If my mom is still alive, then she'll be there working on a plan of her own to beat the doctor. Please, help her as much as you can. Before I forget, the password to get into the safe house is thwart Ivak,
Or cave story backwards.
That's the end of the letter.
Want to read it? No, we just did. So yeah, in order to enter that door with the password, you need to get locked up and thrown in jail. Which, hey, worked out. Still, that's kind of brutal. Like, they've got some history. Still, we're doing what we can to help them out. Hey, get out of here. Well, down we go. Luckily, it's literally a skip and a hop away.
What's the password?
thwart Ivak. Or cave story backwards. Hey there.
So, you're the hero Sue's been talking about. I'm glad. I'm Mamoru Sakamoto, Sue's mother. I took my chance working at the doctor's side, but after the flower seeds were located, I was of no use to the doctor. I was thrown off of the island unceremoniously. Not very nice. Men who treat women without respect are barbarians. Anyway, that aside, I'm presently building a rocket for you. It will take you all the way up to the doctor's throne, but evidently I don't have enough of the parts.
Oh, I'm going to borrow that. Mamoru takes the booster version 2.0.
There are still not enough of the necessary parts to complete the rocket. Are you busy now?
I wouldn't especially say so.
That's a good answer. To be expected from a hero. For now, wear this.
Obtained the Mimiga mask.
It suits you, even if it's a tad too large. The Mimiga working the plantation are forbidden from speaking with any humans. With that outfit on, you should be all set to chat with them. Got it? There's a minimum amount of electricity needed in order for me to finish the rocket. If I can get one of those sprinklers in the plantation, that might be just enough. Please do whatever it takes to get a sprinkler.
So yeah, you now have the Mimiga mask. A mask made by Mamoru Sakamoto. It's kind of big for you. I want to say once you get this mask, if you've enabled the ending to leave the island with Kazuma, you can get a special ending by wearing this mask, which is kind of hilarious. Eventually, I'll probably go back and show that, though I'm not admittedly certain myself if I do want to go all the way back through the game just to show those two endings. I might just leave it at the at the true ending. It's kind of a lot of work, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Otherwise, hey there.
Red flowers are being grown in preparation for an attack against the surface. If what the doctor says is true, well, we need to make these red flowers bloom at once.
Wonder what he's been telling them.
Eating the mean killer robots will be so simple with the red flowers in our possession. Bloom quickly, little red flower.
Seems he's spun them some sort of tale about robots coming here to murder them for no reason. While it did happen in the past, it evidently probably was for a reason. Anyways, hey there.
Long live the great doctor!
Ugh. I mean, at least he's a good employee? Maybe not the best hallmark, but hey, he's doing what he can given his circumstance. I will say, without the booster, these jumps are a little tricky. Come on. There we go. Whew. Ow. Hey there.
Why aren't you working?
Don't worry about that. Hey there.
You're a new face around here. You must be puzzled having been brought here so suddenly. Whatever. But don't even think about doing anything rash. If you run away and are caught, they're gonna toss you in jail. I'm safe and get to eat my meals, but that's only as long as I take care of their silly flowers.
So yeah, I mean, pretty much what you'd expect. Hey there.
It broke again. Hey, you, new guy, go exchange the sprinkler with the new one that hopefully works.
Alright. Sounds good to me. It has stopped. Obtained the broken sprinkler. Now, unfortunately, this isn't the one that Mamora needs. She needs a working one. And wouldn't you know it, there's a whole stockpile over here. First, let's talk to these Mimiga.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, Doctor. Robots? Whatever. I'm not scared not even a tiny bit.
Fair enough. And you?
Indeed, service robots did attack this island. In fact, some of my friends were killed that time. Even so, a few of those robots seemingly understood us. I believe that these robots possessed hearts and souls.
Well, at least there were a few good ones. That's nice. Anyways, hey there.
It broke again.
Gave him the broken sprinkler.
Use this one more carefully.
And we obtained the normal sprinkler. Exactly what we need. Now, while we could be a good little worker and bring this back, we know a certain someone needs this a little more than these poor Mimiga do. Besides, if it slows down the preparation of the red flowers, that's probably all the better. So let's go bring it on back. Taking out any of these workers along the way. And back down we go. Oh, Mamorin, we're back with a sprinkler. Yeah, cave story backwards. We know the password. It's all good. Hey there.
Welcome back.
Show her a sprinkler.
Let's have a look. More than enough battery power in this one. I think this might work. Next, can you look for a man by the name of Ito? He conceitedly calls himself a famous technician, but he's a big fat coward. Ito was the first to run from the doctor, but I don't think he got very far from here.
Luckily for us, we know just the guy. Thank goodness he's close. We couldn't exactly get all that far without our booster. I mean, while we could do a fair bit of platforming, we're not nearly as mobile as what we once were. So, at least he's just right here. Hey there.
Ito, that's me. What? Sakamoto is making a rocket. I had no idea she was still alive and well. She's really strong. Compared to her, I'm... all right, take this.
And we obtained the controller. Very nice.
I think, perhaps, that this is what Sakamoto needs. Say hello to her for me.
We certainly will, after saving our game. Because, I mean, hey, never hurts. Alright, once more, back to Sakamoto. At least it's not asking us to return all the way back to the labyrinth again. That would be a little ridiculous. Yeah, cave story backwards. We got it. Hey again.
Welcome back. Did you find Ito?
Gave her the controller.
There's no doubt about it. Ito made this controller. Without him in here helping me, it'll be difficult to perform the analysis. Well, I'll do what I can. You've done well. This process will take some time before it's finished. Take a rest down below. There's a bed for you.
Well, thanks. We've already used it once, but may as well use it again. Would you like to rest? Absolutely. You're well rested. All right. And as you can see, she's taken off. Still, I think that'll be it for now. We did a fair amount. We came back, restored Curly's memory, returned Mr. Little, and helped out Mamoru Sakamoto after Sue was taken away from the prison. Hopefully she's all right. Next time, hopefully we'll find her. As always, I've been Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.